Who created the human race? A super being called God who snapped his fingers to make the earth and everything on it appear out of nothing? Imagine for a moment that an advanced species had the technology to alter the genetics and manipulate the DNA of plants and animals, changing their evolutionary process. Visualize a reality where this species of living creatures had evolved enough to genetically enhance or modify an entire breed of a lesser evolved animal. Perhaps they have exploited this knowledge to customize the evolution of these sub-creatures to be slaves to do the work for them, simply to enhance their lives. Humans have altered the natural evolution of countless animals, either intentionally or by global expansion. The idea that aliens altered man's evolution may sound far-fetched, but not if you consider this. Humans are genetically changing the evolution of livestock, grain, fruits, and vegetables every day in labs around the world. Modern scientist is able to repeatedly clone genes or segments of DNA for scientific study or lab experiments. Scientist genetically manipulates these animals, and plants simply to fulfill our needs as consumers. We have altered the natural evolution of almost everything we eat today. Modern scientists have modified the DNA of corn, and other plants, by adding the gene Bt, a natural insecticide, to aid pest control of agricultural crops. Gene editing technology. Can modern science alter the genetics of a living species to alter or change the natural evolutionary process of that plant or animal? Can this technology be used to eradicate an entire species? The answer to these questions shock most people. A modern scientist can change and manipulate the DNA in a single gene. They are using gene editing technology to try and wipe out mosquitoes. Researchers are altering the mosquito DNA, then injecting mosquito eggs with the altered DNA to make a lethal infertility mutation, to stop the reproduction of mosquitoes. Modern man has successfully mastered reproductive cloning, which creates a copy or a twin of the original animal. So, why is it so hard to believe that an alien race may have altered our evolution to fit their needs? When you eat your next meal, remember this: the same technology that created modern man has probably been used on the food you are eating. From ancient Mesopotamia, the Babylonian Tablets of Creation, translated by E. A. Wallace Budge in 1921. I will solidify blood, I will form bone. I will set up man, man shall be his name. I will create the man. The service of the gods shall be established, and I will set them, i.e., the gods, free. Let one brother god of their number be given, let him suffer destruction that men may be fashioned. Let the great gods be assembled, let this chosen one be given in order that they may be established. From his blood he, i.e., Ea, fashioned mankind for the service of the gods, and he set the gods free. After Ea had fashioned man, he laid service upon him for that work, which pleased him not. Man was chosen, whom he fashioned as though they were his offspring, who by his own holy incantation hath destroyed all the evil ones. For that work, which pleased him not, man was chosen. Marduk. Sumerian, translated by Kramer. Enki and Ninmah, the creation of man. Several flawed versions were created before the final version was made. In those days, in the creation chamber of the gods, in their house Dulkug, Lahar, and Ashnan were fashioned. Man was given breath. Legacy of the Gods. By Ray Mott. Look for it on Amazon, or follow the link in the description.